What you doing, other nerds? I'm DAC, and I'm going to talk about the 100, Season 7, Episode 11, Etherea, a.k.a. the episode of Bellamy's back. Yeah, we can finally get to see what Bellamy's been up to this whole time. I say up to like he's just been chilling. No, Bellamy is on a journey. He's been sent to this other planet called Etherea, and he's trying to figure out how to escape. Now, as cool of an idea, and as finally a relief of seeing what Bellamy's doing, it's a pretty mild episode, really. This whole world of Etherea, we don't really get to see too much of it. But I'm glad we finally got this episode. But let's actually go a little bit more into what happens, because this is a pretty important one, and it's going to play out kind of what you would expect in an unexpected way. Here's what I mean. So first, when the episode starts, we see Levitt figures out that Bellamy is alive through some kind of memory video, blah, blah, blah. That's not important. That's one scene. Then we actually go to the world. As soon as Bellamy arrives in Etherea, there's another dude there. He beats him up, breaks his leg. Okay. Knocks him out. He goes exploring just a tiny bit, comes up to a mountain. For some reason, he's come to the conclusion right away, climbing up this mountain is the only thing he should be doing. Don't know why. That's it. He goes back to find the dude in a cave, nurses him back to health because he says he's going to need his help to climb this mountain. Still, it never really explains Bellamy's reasoning for thinking this mountain's the only thing. There's other mountains. There's a whole world he could explore. But no, he finds this one mountain. He's like, I'm going to climb it. No reason behind it. Okay, cool. But while the dude's knocked out, he finds his shepherd's passage, the scripture. He reads through it a bit. And, like, I'm pretty stoked because Bellamy starts picking it apart and he's like, this doesn't make sense. He's like, yeah, well, this paradox isn't meant to be understandable for us. That's the shepherds and blah, blah, blah. Bellamy just thinks it's a bunch of crap. And by this point, he should. He's known the Grounders and their whole commander deal. He saw Sanctum and them worshipping more people. He really shouldn't believe any of this other crap. Whatever. So, the guy gets better. They finally start climbing the mountain together. There's, of course, like, is he going to betray Bellamy? Blah, blah, blah. No. This whole other time, he's like, okay, is he going to try to persuade Bellamy to believe in Shepherd? Is Bellamy going to try to convince this guy that he's full of crap? We've seen Octavia and... It was Octavia, right? Yeah. We saw them do it before to other people from Bardo. It's possible Bellamy could do it to this guy too. Anyways. So, the climb of the mountain, eventually they reach a snowy point. Then, gets too snowy, they end up going in a different cave. And this cave ends up being something called the Cave of Ascent. Bellamy read it in the scripture. Okay. He was wondering what it was. Through this cave, he realizes the shepherd is Bill. Okay. Finds a picture. And then he finds these three, what look like, almost like crosses, almost like miniature golden trees that are floating in the back. Don't really know what they were there for. They don't really do anything except for be there. Be something to, like, represent something that never gets explained. I don't know. I guess they're supposed to seem like spiritual or whatever. Something for whoever's on this pilgrimage to find. Anyways, yeah. So, after a couple months, Bellamy finally gives in. He finally says a prayer with the guy because what else is he going to do? Nothing's changed. He feels like he's going to die. He finally gives in. He sees a hallucination of his mom. Goes to touch the golden floaty things. It stops snowing. Okay, cool. Then they climb the mountain even more. Get to the top. They see the anomaly. The guy hits all the right buttons. This is my favorite part. And also my least favorite part. The anomaly opens up at the bottom of the mountain. I was like, ha! And then he's like, yeah, we just gotta take a leap of faith. And I was like, ah, crap. Not this whole leap of faith bull. They both jump. They end up back in Bardo. Like I said, it was pretty mild. Not much happens. The only other creature they see the whole time is a scorpion. They don't see anything else. They really spend no time exploring, and I want to see more of this world. But, like I said, I think the reason they're showing the worlds like this is because there's going to be a whole sequence somewhere near the end where they're going to have to re-jump through all these worlds. I don't know. Okay, but I go through this because they talk about it being a pilgrimage, because apparently Bill has went through here. I guess that's what the scripture is about. Don't really know how he got there, what he was doing. I still think the whole thing's a hoax, but whatever. And what's important about this, and to remember, is Bellamy finally gives in. And he's like, oh, how could he do this? Why? That's actually pretty typical Bellamy. He's easily manipulated. Think about it. He was convinced to shoot Jawhawk in the very beginning. That's how he got onto the ship. And then he was convinced by Pike that all the grounders are bad and he needs to kill them. Doing something like this, especially in this intense situation, and surviving it, while this whole time there's a guy being like, this is all because of the shepherd, blah, blah. Easy to be manipulated. Even though it could all be a hoax. Whatever. Finally gets to Bardo, meets everyone else. Clark and Octavia and all them. Clark briefly whispers to him what they're trying to do. Bellamy betrays him right away, tells him what's up. It could still be this. Bellamy could still be playing them too. I'm really hoping so. I'm hoping Bellamy has learned from his past mistakes and knows not to betray his own people again, or to not be a terrible person. We'll see. This is typical Bellamy. I think his redemption will be to not get manipulated again. I don't know, but it is nice. We finally got to see Bellamy. He's been gone pretty much this whole season, and I feel like this episode actually was worth it. Like, to keep him away this whole time, because it wouldn't have the impact it does if he was there and around. I don't think he would go through all this stuff. He needed this big, albeit only one episode adventure, to get him into whatever positions he's going to be in for the rest of it. Now, my only question is, where is Guy? They still haven't showed Guy or where she went through all this. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, what do you think of the episode? Did you like Bellamy's little journey? Was you expecting more like I was? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But if you like what I have to say, go ahead and like the video. If you want to see me talk more about the 100 other stuff I'm watching and whatnot, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can see how I do all that. But until next time, I'm DAC. Thank you for watching, and bye.